Is mine? Thank you.
Yeah, that's yours.
Okay, I got some new ones still.
Thank you, please.
Sweet Amnesia Haze Shadow Sativa.
Oh, I like that. Slow down. Ooh, missed. There we go. Djokovic is buzz. These guys have been playing for like 4 hours.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how they Big Ten for that long, man. They're fucking, their cardio up there.
I think the game started at 9:10, 9:05 or something. I'm so dizzy right now with the two Gmail accounts.
Yo, it gets confusing still. Oh, come like, yo, this guy not upload the video, the clip. I'm like, oh wait, no, that sounds full.
So then I guess the notes, everything moving forward has to go on.
The second Gmail?
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Sketch show, Wayno, Grandmaster Flash, Vladimir Jr., some music, Mad Sport. Oh my god. We got a lot of shit. We gotta run. We gotta like.
It's all gonna be quick, almost like
a
random thoughts.
Like a first, like it has to be the TNV First Take.
First Take. That's a serious one.
TNV First Take. Is that already the episode name? I had another one in mind, but let me see.
Type that down for now.
TNV First Take. Shit, man. I'm supposed to start this show.
That's what I'm saying.
Can't lie, this Wimbledon final has me. It's a watch party. We're expanding our horizons. It's a watch party where no one can watch what we're watching. They can watch us reacting.
They can watch us. It's a reaction video.
But like a live reaction video. Soundboard's up. Is it gonna go 7-7? Is that game?
Yeah, 7-7.
Just like that. Soundboard is open.
Intro.
Recording app is open. Intro's open. Outro's open. Mics are on.
Mics are on.
Cab's here.
Cab's here. Cab's here.
And we are live.
Let's go.
Shout out to Lead Banger.
Banger.
Shout out to LA Char Later.
LA Char Later? I have no idea. I saw that too.
I probably broke up the pronunciation of both.
Correct us if we're wrong.
Correct us if we're wrong. You already know what it is.
Don't.
Or don't. One of the two, whatever you prefer. But
hello.
Let's get the show started with the microphone check.
Wagwan.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6, 7, 8.
With the microphone check. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go.
Welcome to another episode of the True North Views podcast.
TNV for short.
Episode 64. Because when you put the 4 in the 6, you get 10. But when you take the 4 from the 6, you get 2.
Damn.
Now, when you do those together, you get 8.
Woo.
When you split those apart, you get 44. The 44th president is
Obeezy.
Barack Obama. Barack Obama is 64 years. No, I don't know.
I would have given you that too. I'm like, okay, what a connection.
But imagine if he was.
Shout out to I Am Chester T, by the way, for joining the chat. Shout out to I Am Chester T.
Shout out I Am Chester T. You already know what it is. It's very possible that Barack is 64 years old.
You do that. You keep on doing what you're doing. I'm
gonna. Please do. But in the meantime, welcome everyone to another episode of the True North Views podcast. We are your go-to podcast to start your week.
Yep.
Your favorite podcast, your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast.
Say that again.
Some would even call us Toronto's unofficial podcast.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because we are the kings of dope criticism. The Pharaohs of Prolific Opinion. The emperors of elevated thoughts.
Wow. How convenient is fucking that?
You forgot to say we're NBA champions, but you know
we're also NBA champions.
We're still that. It's your boy Harris here.
You know me. I'm the skirt master, Mr. Triple Double No Assist, Robin 64 Mel from the TTC. By the way, Obama is 57 years old.
Okay.
My name is JustShola.
7 years off, which is the number of the Lord.
Oh my God. Good. Nice try. A for effort.
I almost got that one off. But as usual, we give you our views from the perspective of a couple of first-generation Canadians. What's really buzzing, what people are talking about, and most importantly, what people are not talking enough about. Now, as usual,
got the outlets?
we are gonna, I do got the outlet because we ran off on the plug once. I had to clear my throat. Pause. But we are going to start with the plug. Okay. So, of course, you can follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, at True North Views, as my tablet's at 5%.
Jeez, it's much better end before that tablet.
At True North Views, that's all one word. TrueNorthViews. Of course, on Twitter, whole bunch of random stuff going on, whole bunch of random tweeting, random liking, random commenting, random retweeting. Typically while I'm
back home smoking legal.
Other times while I'm
back home
just
watching
pondering
TV.
and doing good deeds.
Watching TV.
Watching TV. Dining drives. Lamborghini. Macaroni. Fettuccine. You know what I mean?
All of them.
Man, I got Nikki bars.
That is so Nikki, boy. I'm never gonna lie. Damn, that's a diss, but that's true.
That is a diss. But no, Nikki is a phenomenal rapper. But yeah, usually on Twitter, that's what you're gonna find. Federer got the break point.
Damn.
Beautiful, 8-7. Let's see if he can serve it out for the game. On Instagram, what you'll find is 60-second sound bites from the respective episode for the week, usually surrounded by some form of conversation. For example, let me see what we posted last week. We asked about a whole lot of Dreamville content, of course, but we asked the question, is JID the spark plug that keeps J. Cole sharp?
Jeez.
Of course, you can go onto our Instagram at True North Views, like I mentioned, to listen to what we actually said about that, see whether or not you agree with that, and participate in that conversation. You know what I mean? Another thing we asked is, or another thing we noticed was Revenge of the Dreamers 3, the battle that was going on with the producers.
Yes.
So again,
production battle.
By all means, go on our Instagram page at True North Views to listen to that content. And let us know if you agree with kind of that subplot that was going on with that documentary. Subplot is my new favorite word, by the way. I don't know. You can never be wrong with a subplot. Like if I say, if you're watching a story and you say, yo, the story is about this, that. And I say, yeah, but the subplot is this. You can't tell me I'm wrong.
Well, if the subplot's not that, then you are wrong.
But it's so sub that you don't even see it yet.
That's the whole point of a subplot. There's plot A, plot B, and plot C.
Right.
A subplot is either plot B or C.
But I'm saying you could super deep cut it to a point where only your eye is open, seeing it.
Oh yeah, but that's what some producers try to do. Some directors try to put that subplot.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't be wrong. If I say the movie is about newspapers and it's a subplot, I could be right.
Well, yeah,
I can prove my point.
Because that's how it's like art, though. That's art. That's what art is.
And that's why subplot is my new favorite word.
Okay. Because they're like, yo, the sky is yellow. No, it's blue. Yo, the subplot is yellow.
The subplot is really yellow because when you think about the hue that is blue and what makes green, which is money,
it's like episode 64 again.
Yellow.
6 + 4 is 10. Obama's age is 7 - 3.
Just be making up stuff, man. Where are we though? That's the end of the Twitter and the Instagram. The YouTube, like we talked about just prior to recorded, is being worked on. We're definitely getting I think it was recorded. What am I talking about? Anyways.
It was recorded.
Anyways, man, the YouTube is being updated. So, definitely keep a lookout for that. That is youtube.com/
True North Views.
True North Views.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes. / True North Views. We don't know our own plugs. Damn, we were terrible.
It's True North Views. 100%.
It is True North Views, 100%. And the Facebook is pretty regular at this point, so we're getting that going. Roger Federer is 1 point away on double serve point. Okay, I got to turn this up a little bit, man. Fuck our plugs. I'm trying to watch Roger win his 20th. Let me see this right quick.
It's got to put on the loudest possible volume.
Ooh, let for service though. Oh, never mind. Deuce. I mean, let. I mean, fucking fault. My fault.
This guy said every word. In, out. That was out.
It's okay. We're still on serve. He's gonna go down middle. Yeah, go down middle.
Just gotta hit that.
That's up. Did that go in?
That was in.
Oh my lord. Stressing out. Back to the show. Facebook.
You just
True North Views Podcast.
Yes.
Is what it's called on Facebook. Facebook.com/True North Views Podcast.
Follow us there.
That is starting to be uploaded on a regular basis. So please like our Facebook page. That will mean the most to us.
Yes,
if you like our Facebook page, definitely share. Let's grow that Facebook community and let's get that going. Other than that, I think I'm done with the plug.
Oh, I got one thing to say.
Please do.
Thank you to everyone that's listening to us right now.
Okay.
Thank you to everyone that has listened to us in the past.
Okay.
And thank you to everyone that will listen to us in the future.
Woo. Thank you to everyone. We really appreciate it. We're definitely delaying this intro as long as possible. We're trying to watch this motherfucking Wimbledon final, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Federer is serving, but Djokovic has the advantage. But we have to fucking keep going.
Yes.
The ball has to keep rolling. So
now I think it's 8-8 now.
Stole the game. Momentum's lost. It is what it is. Let's start with that music. Wait, aren't we supposed to ask each other how our weeks were? I mean, my week was a blur, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, same here.
Nothing
special.
Moving on.
We're looking forward to the weekend. That's why, you know.
That is true.
Like,
we are looking forward to...
Actually, it was my sister's baby shower.
True.
So thank you.
Let's shout out
to her.
Let's shout out to
that was this weekend. That was fun. Yeah, other than that,
shout out to your sister.
But yeah, other than that though, yeah, it's just been.
It was a blur.
Exactly. We're just waiting till the weekend. Like we said, waiting till the weekend.
Yeah, definitely just waiting for the weekend. So let's get the show started then, man. Music.
Potpourri.
Potpourri. We're gonna, of course, talk about ASAP Rocky. So let's get into it. We have a lot of topics this week, by the way.
So it's gonna be a bing bang boom.
We're flying through it. I think we came up with the episode name already.
We kind of did.
I had another episode name in mind when I saw you pull up. Pause. I was like, yo, we're Men in Gray right now.
Oh shit!
I was like, yo, we're Men in Gray right now. So I was gonna go with that.
That's all it says.
But I kind of like TNV First Take.
I liked First Take though.
We're gonna figure it out.
And it could become like a thing, or like another episode, a few episodes down, have a First Take 2. First Take 3 when we have a week like this.
Until we get sued for using the First Take name.
We'll get like a cease and desist and then we'll stop.
We'll stop. Yeah, then we'll just desist.
Let's build off that name for a while.
Fair enough. So let's talk about ASAP Rocky, man. ASAP Rocky in Sweden. Of course, this is a little bit of an older news story, but
we got a lot of updates too this week.
We got a lot of updates, very interesting perspectives to it. And very interesting perspectives of ASAP Rocky. It's leaving me very confused in this situation. So talk about it.
So what I know is they were getting harassed by his 2 kids while they were in Sweden because he was performing in Sweden.
Yep.
The bodyguards, ASAP Rocky and his bodyguard stepped in to stop it, and ASAP got arrested.
Did you see the any kind of video or footage, not of ASAP Rocky doing his thing, but of the harassment beforehand?
Yeah, that's actually what I saw, the harassment. Okay. And I saw ASAP Rocky saying, yo, chill, like, we're just trying to go.
And he's even saying, for the record, this is on video, for the record, these 2 guys are bothering us. We don't want them near us. We're just trying to go on about our day. I know you're trying to read that too. Shout out to Nikita Kins X for joining the chat. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
So you saw that?
Yeah, I saw that. That's the only video I saw, and the rest was all readings, news article readings that I read.
So obviously, your first instinct is support. Like, this is some bullshit, and it is. It's objectively some bullshit. Especially that it's on video. Him saying, "Yo, like, for the record,
like
this dude is harassing us, and we're trying not to do anything."
So maybe that's why they didn't show this to the court and. Sweden is something else. But again,
is that the same place where
Andrew Schultz,
Alex?
Yeah, Alex Media got arrested for 2 weeks.
That makes sense.
For getting into a fight with a bouncer.
Yeah, okay, makes
sense. But yeah, that's what supposedly it's really bad. He even said on Brilliant Idiots. Yeah, well, that's one of the things. Like, he has to go back and pay a fine.
Yeah.
But he's not going to pay the fine, so he's not going to go back. But he said they do that on purpose. Like, they put you in bad conditions just so you can
give in.
Yeah, and say you're guilty of the crime.
Yeah.
Because they have to supposedly pay you if some bullshit, I don't know, some law stuff there. Again, every country's ran differently.
Yeah.
We know where that is, America, Canada, North America type system, but it gets fucked up in Europe sometimes. There are laws that you have no idea about.
It's true. It's true. A lot of shit that we're not aware of for sure.
And they're definitely racist. I can 100% tell you that. Blonde hair, blue eyed, they're definitely racist over there.
Maybe. Obviously a few artists have shown their support sort of in the again the early, let's call it the early stages of this story coming out. So Tyler the Creator, he tweeted right away at the time. He said, "No more Sweden for me ever." Yep. Who else responded? Schoolboy Q. Jaden Smith, what did he say again?
He said, me either. # free Flacco now.
Yep. And then Schoolboy Q said, I'm not going no more either. Capital H, because the album Crash Talk.
No, he always does that. All his tweets always have capital H.
Okay, true. Interesting.
Even when he writes Schoolboy's H will be
That
capital.
is true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So a lot of artists.
A lot of people: Diddy, Justin Bieber, Shawn Mendes. Just to run down a few: Shawn Mendes, Jada Pinkett Smith, Kris Jenner, Nicki Minaj, Post Malone, 2 Chainz, Kendrick Lamar, Cardi B, Drake, and even Selena Gomez.
So a lot of people. A lot of people. And then in let's call it typical social media fashion. His past gets dug up.
I'm about to say that. Come on.
Right? So his past gets dug up. 2015, he made some comments about Ferguson, very insensitive comments.
It was.
Comments that were very wrong. He basically said, like, what do I got to give a fuck about that?
I'm not from there.
I'm a jiggy nigga. I'm like,
I'm a jiggy nigga.
I can only hear that in an A$AP Rocky like tone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He's like, I'm a jiggy nigga. I only want to focus on fashion and effing girls and this and that.
Yep.
And a lot of people are then giving him backlash and kind of taking their support back. How did you feel? I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna start with you because I've had a little bit of a revelation over the past few days. So
me too.
I'd like to hear your opinion on it first.
So at first I was like, you know what? Because of that, F this guy. Not leave him out there, but let's not. I don't say let's not support him, but we got to teach him that his words mean something.
Right.
And then I was listening to, can't remember what podcast, but they said we should teach him by showing him the benefits of actually helping out. So it's like, now if we help him out,
example.
If we help him out, he understands that you speaking up for black issues, it means something. Like, just because you're not directly involved doesn't affect you.
Right.
And this is a clear example of, we are not directly involved, but we're going to show our support to get you out because you are black and any one of us can be in that situation.
Okay.
Don't just separate yourself. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to support him. I'm going to try and help him get out as much as I can do.
Well, by like publicly supporting him. So
yes. How about you? How do you feel about it?
It's interesting that you said you had a revelation.
Almost like someone had to explain that. Well, not someone, but podcast.
But where did your opinion start?
It started as in
like F that guy, but then it was like we shouldn't do it.
Not like F him, but
for lack of a better word,
let him figure his shit out. Like I'm not gonna try and help him figure his shit out.
It's crazy.
But now they'll come to me and say, "Yo, we need your help." I'm like, you know what? I can help.
It's very interesting that you say that. True North Views podcast, we're about conversation and we're about differing opinions and understanding each other's perspectives. I understand your perspective. My revelation went the complete other way.
You were first like...
So at first I was like, no, like we should support. This is wrong. Like Alex Media went through the same thing.
Yeah.
This is clearly a white country.
Black man.
You're black at the end of the day.
Yes.
So they're going to mistreat you and they're mistreating you because you're black. And it's like, yo, we need to gather up as a people and support that.
Yeah.
As much as we can. As much as we can. I'm sure the flagrant community to some degree helped Alex Media.
Oh yeah,
get
they probably did. Yeah,
right?
Contacting people.
Exactly,
stuff.
knowing a lawyer or I forget how they explained the story. But
they probably left the holes out, but they got into contact with a few people. They didn't really do much, but their community helped.
The contact raises hope.
Yes, exactly.
Contact keeps the fire going. It gets momentum going. It opens avenues. It opens new trains of thought. there's very indirect ways for things to help.
Yep.
Right. So at first I was like, nah, like we need to step behind this. We need to support. Right. And not that I feel like we don't have to support. I still feel like we can support. But I was listening to a podcast. I put it on my story. I want to give them a shout out.
Oh, I think I saw you posted that.
I want to give them a shout out because they always post some good shit. Yeah, it's this lady talking, man, and she just posts some real shit.
Just one lady talking to a mic?
Yeah, I love those kind of podcasts. It's called Conscious Kingdom Freedom. That's FREADOM. So again, Conscious Kingdom Freedom, a literary podcast.
A literary podcast.
And I was listening to the episode. It's called Black Mermaids Stripper Rapping.
Yeah.
So obviously she touches on what we're going to touch on a little bit later as well. And I was just listening to her perspective. And basically she was saying like, you know, ASAP has been against black women for a minute. Just who he dates, who he publicly supports, how he tries to represent himself and his image. What do I got to do with black issues? Fuck that. I'm a jiggy nigga living in Soho.
He said that.
You know what I mean? Like you didn't come from there.
You didn't.
You came from Harlem.
Don't act like that's where you're from all of a sudden.
And of all places, you came from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Like you went through that shit. Like he's gone through trials and tribulations in his life, and he's gone through those kind of things. And for as much as he's publicly not shown support specifically for black women beyond his Ferguson message, with his representation of who he is and who he surrounds himself around and who he tries to be, give me one good reason any black woman should support him. And not to say,
it's a rhetorical question.
Exactly. I'm asking it for the viewers. You know, give me one good reason. So she said, you know, by all means, y'all could support. I'm not mad at y'all supporting, but don't look at us to support. Don't look at us to be any part of the support.
I get it.
Men, white men, any men, this, that, any women, this, that. You guys do your thing. Go support ASAP if you want to support, because at the end of the day, yes, it is, a black man being treated wrong in another country. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's what
I get it.
But black women, sorry, we're not getting involved. Sorry.
I get it. If you choose not to support it, I get it.
Sorry. And that completely opened my mind to that other side. I was like, yo, I never even really thought about the no support side from a let's call it logic perspective. Like, why would you be on the no support side?
Okay.
But now I completely get it. And if you're on the no support side, I'm with you. I'm with you. Support. I'm an ally of your thought of not supporting. I am going to support because it is a black man being mistreated, but I completely understand that other side.
I understand it too. Like, someone told me this is why they're not supporting. I was like, you know what? Fair enough.
I'm not mad at it.
I can't hurt you for that.
I'm not mad at it. We're going to do a much better job of moving on to other topics because we have this.
But that was the biggest one, though.
That was the biggest one. We have this lingering effect thing going on. I want to talk about the Tyga Light Skin Lil Wayne music video.
I like that video.
I love that video.
I like that video. It made me like the song even more.
And remember, we talked about that a lot in albums that were coming out in 2018. We were saying, yo, and neither of us really got into music videos. Like I tried.
I'm still not into it.
I still just can't commit to it.
Can we say the name of the music video too? I don't think we said the name of the song.
Light Skin Lil Wayne.
Oh, that's the name of the song?
Of course it is.
Oh, I don't know that was the name of the song.
Album then.
Oh, I don't know that.
Fair enough. I don't know song titles. I don't know song titles.
I just press play and I just whatever. All his songs slap to me. Well, not all the song, but it's all about the slap. It's all about the name.
It's true. But this was called Light Skin Lil Wayne.
He did shout out to the Amelie video.
He did the Amelie video. He did the Fireman video.
I think he did one more. Can't remember.
There's a lot of nostalgia for me.
Yeah, I liked it though.
A lot of and it reminded me of something completely indirect related. And I tweeted it at the time. I was like, yo, BET really had a dynasty.
BET
really has something going on.
BET has something.
And yes, it's Viacom, and yes, it's still white owned. But BET really had a fucking pocket.
If BET kept up with the black entertainment, they would have been
like
something.
Original black entertainment. Yes. They stopped at fucking what's the show with Malik and
House of Pain or whatever
and Tiamari and I'm thinking about the football one. Jason.
Oh, the game.
The later seasons were BT exclusives, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That's where they stopped creativity. And they had the Gabrielle Union show.
No, that was whack.
Not it. It's not it. It's
right
not
now would have been their pocket. Right now with Black empowerment, if they should have been the leaders of Black empowerment on TV.
Yeah,
but again, it's White Run, so
it is what it is. But and that's why we should support. I want to see some Black shit pop up. I want to know about some more Black shit.
I've been saying that.
Shout out to all the ones that I know. Shout out to Rise, man. Shout out to I don't even know who else.
It's all
shout out to all creators trying to create communities, man. Fuck, we're trying to get this shit out here, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's be of ourselves and support ourselves. You know what I mean?
I want to watch a Black television.
I'm telling you.
That makes sense.
It makes sense.
All I gotta say before I end this is shout out to Lil Wayne because that's my favorite rapper. So
yeah, I figured this was amazing for me. It did enhance the song for me.
Definitely did.
I was watching the video, just excited at the video.
Smiling, bro. I was like, why am I smiling?
I remember freaking sitting on my couch when I'm 13. Watching this Fireman video, or I don't know when Fireman
whatever one.
You know what I mean?
That came a long time ago. We were still in high school.
Fireman was 03?
Something like that.
For 05
before high school. Yeah, it was like 04, 05.
Man, I want to say grade 7.
I can't remember.
I want to say grade 7.
It was a long time ago.
But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
It.
I definitely enjoyed
Next
it a lot.
topic.
But let's move on. This is almost in the shoutouts, but everything's a damn shoutout that we do here. So
shout out to
this is technically not in our shoutout section. But Jay-Z.
Yes,
I want to salute to Jay-Z because he signed his former mentor and collaborator Jaz-O to Rock Nation. Now, I personally, admittedly, am too young to know the Jay-Z Jaz-O story and split up.
Me too.
But I am, Jay-Z's my GOAT.
Yeah.
And I'm enough of a Jay-Z fan to know that him and Jaz-O had a falling out through listening to his music. Right? So just going to read a little bit of this article here. It looks like things have become full circle. 2017, they were spotted reuniting for the first time in nearly 20 years since their fallout in 2002. And according to a report in On Smash, this recently happened. Jaz-O inked a distribution deal under Hov's label. Back in April, Big Jaz made an announcement on Instagram. The deal reportedly stipulates that Jaz's, label or group, I should say, King's Country Media Group will be getting an equity distribution from the imprint. Again, I don't know the full details, don't know necessarily what that entails or what that's going to look like. But, more importantly, Jay-Z and Jaz-O back in business with one another. Obviously, two of the great minds behind the whole Rockefeller brand, the Jay-Z brand, obviously leading up to 2002. So shout out to that.
Camaraderie is good.
But not an official shout out. But yeah, no, camaraderie is definitely good, man. That's definitely the shit that we want to see.
And what else is Hov
brotherly
doing out
love
here?
Type shit is all I'm trying to see now. You know what I mean?
What else is Hov doing out here?
Hov is getting on that white people shit in a good way, because if we're gonna do what white people do, we might as well make money off of it.
Sir.
And white people are obviously capitalizing on an industry that they implanted into the community for reasons of crime and arrest. And
let's not go into
I could go on a tangent. But Jay-Z has entered the legal weed business by partnering with a cannabis company. So on Tuesday, this must have been July 12th or whatever day Tuesday was, 8th or some shit. I don't know why I said 12th. It was announced that Jay-Z has returned to the game, but this time he's legit. I'm just laughing at this complex article. Sorry, complex.
Because they always write it like,
you guys got me. They had me the first half. Not
they always do that.
In a statement, Jay-Z detailed his multi-year partnership with the California-based cannabis company Caliva. As per Caliva, I'm assuming it's pronounced Caliva.
We'll go with Caliva.
Jigga will serve as the company's chief brand strategist with the goals of molding the creative direction and increasing Caliva's outreach efforts. Well, Jay-Z's name is linked to it. That's cheat code. That's automatically
the whole point of getting him, of signing him.
Mission complete. You know what I mean? But yeah, Jay-Z's in the game now, so shout out to that.
Shout out to Jay-Z.
Shout
out to Jaz-O.
$1 billion net worth. True that. $1 billion net worth not too long ago, and obviously still innovating, still working on ways to increase that and keep his name going and keep his wealth going.
Shout out to his marketing team too.
So shout out to that. Let's move on, man. This was a little bit of a late news cycle.
It's more of a headliner too.
And it's definitely a headline at this point. Let's talk about Jermaine Dupri.
Man, there's just some things you just, even if it's a thought, just keep it to yourself, man. Not everything needs to be in the public. You know more about this than I do, I'm assuming.
So I mean, we don't.
I only know the headlines.
So I mean, did you hear what he said?
No, again, I only saw headlines.
So basically, he was on a show, on an interview show, whatever it may be. They're talking about hip hop music, and then one of the hosts, I assume, or moderators or whatever, I wasn't watching the whole thing. They asked, what about women in hip hop? Like, do you have a go-to that you're pumping? Like, is it Cardi? Is it Nicki? Is it Cash Doll? Like, who you bumping? Like Meg V, you know what I mean? Like, who you really bumping? And strike one was he's like, wait, what? Females?
Oh God!
I was like, oh Lord, okay.
Hey, come on, man, just don't do this, man.
Here we go.
Stuff, how you feel, just keep it to yourself.
Here we go. And then he goes on to essentially say, like, none of them are really rapping. Like, none of them are really doing that, and they're basically just strippers that are rapping. They all come from the same story. They're all saying the same thing.
Oh, God.
And none of them are really showing me anything. So I can't really say who I'm bumping or who's the best because no one's really showing me anything. So
God.
Until they show me something different, it is what it is. I'm going to play a few responses. I'm going to first read the response of Black. I have to freestyle. Let me go on Earth Gang's page real quick because they had a funny response to it. I can't find it in time because my phone's recording the live stream, but Earth Gang basically said, like, yo, what JD said was whack. I know I'm going to get killed for saying this because from Atlanta.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to get killed for saying this, but fuck it.
Oh.
So I rate it for standing on that ledge and supporting where you have to support. Black tweeted, like I mentioned, women in hip hop don't need representation or approval from men. Because JD doubled down and he was like,
yeah, I saw that tweet.
Oh, because y'all think I'm wilding out. I'm gonna have a female cipher. Like,
what? That is not prove your point.
The perfect response. Someone said, so deaf. Deaf not spelled Def Jam, but deaf spelled deaf because tone deaf.
Yes.
Black said again, women in hip hop don't need representation or approval from men. Bracket, your cipher sucks. No, I'm joking. Said your cipher sounds more reactive than proactive. And bracket, if you have a favorite artist that hits on the subjects you want to hear, you can solve that with a quick search and some support. Plus, if they do want to talk about sex, they can. Obviously, common sense. You know what I mean? Not to mention, men repeat the same shit more than women.
How many times I heard the Migos say they want to protect their Philippe? Or Philippe de Protect or whatever that shit. I saw the... Well, you know whatever it is.
You know what I'm trying to say. I know what you're trying to say, man. Doja Cat got in the game.
What'd she say?
I'm gonna just play her response a little bit. And shout out to Doja Cat. I don't listen to her, but she seems to be herself, so I support that.
Yo, fucking Jermaine Dupri just said that all
Oh, she's kind of cute. I gotta Google her picture. I've never seen her before.
yo, fucking
She has an important message to say.
Yeah,
Jermaine Dupri just said that all girls in the rap game all they talk about is dancing in the club.
She's like zooming in on her face and shit.
Oh, she is?
And after he said that, Jermaine Dupri said...
Dupri. That's the funniest shit ever.
He said it's like a bunch of strippers rapping.
Jermaine Dupri.
Oh my God. Whoa,
And she's going whoa, zooming in with the thing says Jermaine Dupri is the best female rapper alive. So you get it. I'm gonna stop it. There's a few seconds left, but you get it. She's obviously laughing at the situation. She's wilding out. Ari Lennox joined the club. Shout out to Ari Lennox. I love Ari Lennox, man. I need that kind of energy around me at all times. She made a diss song for Jay-Z. Jay-Z. For JD. Why do I keep saying Jay-Z?
This guy is on Jay-Z's dick.
Let's play it.
This legendary nigga done tried it. I'm offended, defended. The years men have dominated this rap shit. With sexist lyrics that women boxing and doubting. Promoted atmospheres, very few rappers were allowed. To me, it seems like you hating. Seems you don't like how that queen take over tasting. Her man got the summer bacon. But we rose up so fearless. You had the amazing teacher Nada, but you said women boxing and doubting. Promoted atmospheres, very few rappers were allowed. To me, it seems like you hating. Seems you don't like how that queen takeover tasted. Her man got the summer bacon. But we rose up so fearless. You had the amazing teacher Nada, but you slept on her half the way like it was Devil Wears Prada.
The Devil Wears Prada.
Losing their mind and brain to admit.
Again, there's a few seconds left of that, but you get the point. Ari Lennox does her thing on that. I support anything Ari Lennox does. JD also is wildin' again.
What do you say now?
Yeah, I think he's on a wildin' out tour. He made a claim. This is not too long ago. He made a claim that listen, if we're calling a spade, it's at least a discussion. I'm gonna say that.
About what? Female
and
rappers?
I'm about to read it. No, not that.
Oh.
Completely different headline.
Okay.
Whoa, you know where my support is. Jermaine Dupri claims that he is more influential to Atlanta hip hop than Outkast.
But didn't he find Outkast?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
When they weren't signed to So Def, Outkast?
I mean, apparently Outkast tried to sign to So Def. Stories say.
He said no? Jermaine said no?
I don't know what happened there specifically, but I mean, JD's biggest quote unquote artists obviously would be Criss Cross, Bow Wow, and Jagged Edge.
Early
and then if we're talking his production, we're talking a lot of Jay-Z tracks. We're talking a lot of obviously other Atlanta rappers and things like that.
I don't know how Atlanta works, so I can't.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't say
I'm not
yes or no.
But
I could see both sides though.
I can say directly is, if you really want to have the argument, you can make the claim that 3 Stacks and Outkast as a total,
Big Boy, has
influenced the Lil Waynes of the world, the Young Thugs of the world, which is the entire modern day hip hop. So I mean, you can
look. I'm not from Atlanta, so I hear both sides. That's all I'm gonna say.
And again, the True North Views podcast is about understanding both sides. Let me plug this shit in before the shit dies.
Yeah, it's about to die, and the game's been going on. Oh my god.
Okay, we made it. But JD's wildin'. JD's wildin'. He's in the wrong, 1,000%. He's ignorant, first of all. Rapsody exists. I'm sorry. 2017, we're talking album of the year, or top 3 albums of the year.
It's really good.
Snow the Product exists. Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Cash Doll, No Name, Rico. I mean, like, we can keep going.
Yeah, there's people out there.
We can keep going. Jean Grey, if you want to take it back.
There's people out there.
I'm saying, like, come on now. JD.
He's just being ignorant.
You can tell he's being ignorant, and the worst part is that, it's one thing to be ignorant when you can admit that you're ignorant.
Yeah.
It's another thing to be willfully ignorant.
And he's being real.
And those who are willfully ignorant are the worst kind of people on the planet.
Yep.
I don't leave it at that. Let's talk about Cardi B.
Wow. How convenient is fucking that?
You put this up, no?
No,
I put this up. Oh, yeah. I put this up. I'm like, I forgot I put this up. So Cardi B, she took Nicki Minaj's whole swag, because I thought Nicki Minaj did a shout out to some rappers recently.
She did.
So Cardi B did it, and then obviously all Cardi B fans are gonna say, "Oh, man, Nicki needs to be more like this." And Nicki's like, "Are you guys stupid? Like, I did this 6 days ago,
2 weeks ago, exactly."
But anyways, Cardi B, nonetheless, I mean, empowerment is still a dope thing. But she said, "Let me tell you about some rappers that are really fucking dope, that be rapping their ass off. I feel like they don't get the recognition that they deserve. Tierra Whack, facts. Kamaya, facts. Rapsody, facts." Cardi also shouted out Alabama MC Chica, referring to her by her Instagram handle. "I feel like we need to put these girls in more magazines and websites, radio DJs. Y'all need to hear these girls. Y'all need to play their music on the radio. My fans, I want y'all to hear these girls because these girls can rap their motherfucking ass off, and we need to support them. And we need and they don't rap about their vajayjays, and they don't rap about sucking dick. They some dope ass rappers. That's super dope, because when you have a platform that's that big and you say, yo,
Go
stream
check out
their
these guys.
shit. I'm asking my fans to stream their shit.
That's big. That's big.
And if you could put some extra dollars in these girls' pockets, stop. That's
You're doing
huge.
something. You're doing something.
That's huge.
That's what's called putting others on. Literally.
Rapsody, my top 5 current gen rappers. I think my list is solidified. Current gen. I think it's Cole, Kendrick, Wale, Rap,
and JID.
But is JID new gen?
Oh, okay. You want to put him next gen? Pretty much.
And then is Hove previous gen?
We've had this conversation before.
Listen, man, too much of a crossover. But
we've had this conversation
those 4
before.
are established: Cole, Kendrick, Rap, and Wale.
Okay.
Hove with the earlier gen, Jid with the later gen, and somehow it all amalgamates into my top 6. No, my bad. My 5th for current gen, Lupe. My fault. My bad, Lupe.
You put Lupe this... Okay, yeah, Lupe's current
right,
gen,
so I say Cole, Lupe, Wale, Rap, and fucking...
What did you say again?
I don't remember. Anyways, I'm moving on. So Rapsody responded. Let me play with her response.
Yo, what up? Shout out to Cardi, man. That's dope that you did that. That's the second time you've done it for me. I know you did it when Layla's Wisdom came out, but it's just dope for you to have the position that you have on the platform and to show love to myself, Tierra Whack, to Orinka, to, just any other artist. I've seen you do it before today. I've seen you do it with City Girls, and I always talk about it in interviews when I'm asked about you. But, even besides that, I dig you because you real, and I think that's dope. And it's,
Again, a few seconds left of that, but you get the point of that.
It's dope.
What I really enjoy about that clip specifically, and what I really enjoy about Rapsody, is her ability to, recognize lanes that exist, because Rapsody been rapping, and Rapsody's a significantly better rapper than everyone.
Yeah, she's out
right.
there.
So for her to still speak about Cardi B in a way like not where it's like, yo, I'm demanding respect, I'm nicer than you. It's like, no, like, yo, you got a platform,
and you're
using that platform to support us. You're real. I see you helping. It's real. It's just real across the board, and that's the kind of shit that you love to see, man. So shout out to Cardi B on that. Shout out to Rapsody on that. Shout out to everyone. No shout out to JD, Hove, Jay-Z, Jaz-O, Tyga, Tyler, and I don't know about ASAP. But how many minutes are we in?
My watch stopped, so I do not know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stop this live, man, before we even get into the shout outs. That's how many topics we have.
Let's go.
We're deep into this cut. So shout out to everyone that supported us on the live. You already know what it is. Not the same time, same place, but the previous day, same place next week.
Yes, sir.
You already know what it is, so we appreciate that. And now that the volume's lowered, we're back.
Where did we go?
We're back. We went nowhere, just to lower the volume.
Okay.
Let's get into these shout-outs. After doing a million shout-outs, we are now in our shout-outs section.
Now we're in the official shout-out section.
I only saw a tweet about this. I don't even know who's involved.
I was gonna ask you because I have no idea about this. I even clicked the link and I was confused.
But I want to give this. I want to give this a shout out for a few reasons. First of all, there's a tweet that says, "Y'all clap ain't clap ready clap."
Y'all ain't ready.
I see the black girl that used to be on BuzzFeed. She's fucking hilarious. You know what I'm talking about? The little short black girl.
Nah.
She is so fucking funny. It's crazy. You need to I would say you need to watch this then.
Okay, well, I haven't watched this.
She's funny as shit. I forgot her name, and my apologies for that. But
I have their names here.
Go ahead.
Robin Thade.
No.
Ashley Nicole Black, Gabrielle Dennis, and Juanita.
She
Bronson.
is funny as fuck.
Anyway,
even when you just watch BuzzFeed videos, she's so funny.
But
again, it's from a Twitter account at @BlackLadySketch. Again, it says, "Y'all ain't ready." #ABlackLadySketchShow. Premieres August 2nd on HBO.
That's sick, man. See, this is what BET should have been doing, man.
Yeah.
It should have been premiered on BET,
I
not
see some
HBO.
shout out. I see some guest appearances. Let me run this little clip back.
Sorry, Quinta. It was Dre.
Quinta.
Quinta? I thought
is what they call her on.
What is Quinta?
Yeah, it is Quinta. You
I just saw QU and I was
so
like,
Tia Mowry, Angela Bassett, Tina White, Amber Riley, Loretta, David Allen Greer. I'm just reading this quickly as it goes. You know what I mean? Like, there's mad names on this. I don't know if it's a movie. I see what's her name?
It's a sketch show.
I see the girl. What's the girl with the beautiful melanin, dark skin? What's her name?
All of them.
The Mona. She took the picture with the Mona Lisa or whatever. What's it
I
called?
have no idea who you're talking about. Beyonce.
What's her name?
Rihanna.
Fam, nah, the producer.
Oh, Issa Rae.
Issa Rae, yeah, Mona Issa. That's what she's on. This I just saw. Beautiful, man. Her skin's beautiful, man. Shit,
She does have some nice ass.
My goodness.
As Alex from Need to Know say, deep refined melanin.
Deep refined melanin. Shout out to Need to Know. You already know what it is. But
that baby.
Yeah.
Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
Lena Wraith, and I think she's funny as F.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying.
So they got a lot of shit going on. Just shout out to that. It's black, it's women, and it's Premier Cable or whatever you call that shit.
Yeah,
Premium Network.
That's premium.
That's some dope ass shit.
I'm gonna
shout
watch
out to
this.
Quinta for fucking moving on from BuzzFeed because I hear they don't treat their employees well.
Oh.
Shout out to that. Moving on, I want to give a shout out, a salute to Wayno, one of my favorite personalities. I know Everyday Struggle is not what it used to be since Joe Budden left.
I haven't watched this since Joe left.
But one of the opinions I really respect is Wayno's opinion.
Okay.
Just his history in the game as an A&R, as an executive, the way he runs business, just the way he moves, just his opinions on life. I think he's Muslim, so he just preaches positivity and peace, things like that. So just as a figure, I definitely salute him. But Wayno, he will join Asylum Records as VP A&R.
Oh shit! Shout out to him.
So again, he's been appointed VP of A&R at Warner Music Group's Asylum Records. This is a New York, or it's going to be in their New York headquarters, I should say. Saw Wayno tweet about that, so that's definitely a huge salute to him. And again, I mean, Everyday Struggle ain't what it used to be, but I think he said he was starting a podcast. I keep looking it up randomly, and I don't see shit.
He
needs to get that shit going. I'm trying to hear him without having to watch Everyday Struggle.
I feel you.
We got another shout out going to Grandmaster Flash. Taking it back. We're taking it back.
Oh god.
So we're taking it back.
Oh god.
I don't know where my mind went with that.
That's what I was thinking. I was not going to encourage that whatsoever.
We're taking it back, man. We're taking it back to the day.
We take y'all back, man.
Grandmaster Flash. He has actually become the first DJ to win the Polar Music Prize.
Yes.
It's often dubbed as the Nobel Prize for Music.
It's really big.
So the prize itself was funded by Stig Anderson, who is ABBA's lyricist and manager. Lyricist and manager. And some previous award winners: Led Zeppelin, B.B. King, Metallica, Paul McCartney. And now you can add Grandmaster Flash to that list.
B.B. King was up there too on that list. That's amazing.
We obviously don't have to have a discussion about Grandmaster Flash's importance to hip hop.
If you don't, just go listen to country music.
If you don't, something's wrong with you. No, if you don't watch that hip hop documentary,
yo, I still gotta watch that.
It's real good.
You're not the one that told me to watch. Someone else
has
told me to watch.
Especially once you reach the kind of mid 90s, I was kind of aware of that already. Like I was aware of what was going on in that era already. But when you really see what hip hop came from in the 70s or 60s, 70s, 80s before it became mainstream in like mid 80s or whatever, it's just interesting watching all that happen. So I would say at the very least, the first, I think it's 5 episodes if I'm not mistaken. I think the first 3 episodes will blow your mind, or the first 2 episodes will blow your mind. I think episode 3, you're like, I'm still enjoying this. Episode 4 or 5, I kind of know this already.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just watching a hip hop doc at this point. Yeah. But no, it's fascinating.
I watched out to Stranger Things. Stranger Things.
I'm not trying to watch Stranger Things.
Yo, man, that show was dope.
I haven't watched that show. I'm not gonna be ignorant, but I'm just I got better things to watch. But shout out to Grandmaster Flash, man. And you got another shout out in order.
And hitting bombs everywhere.
Vladdy Jr.
Rockets.
Did you see that video posted by the Toronto Blue Jays that showed all 90 of his home runs from the home run derby?
I didn't see that one.
Scary.
It's dirty?
Scary. Where is it?
I know. I did watch a home run derby, parts of it, and I thought he was nasty.
He's 20 years old.
Fuck, man.
He was obviously called up this year. Remember we did the shout out to him for being called up, and that was only a few weeks ago. Plays well enough to demand attention to get into the home run derby. Previous record, I think, was 28 home runs in a round. Yeah. I think it was by Josh Hamilton, if I'm not mistaken.
A few years ago, too. It was really recent.
It was probably 2012 type thing. I remember that era. I used to watch baseball in that era. Josh Hamilton. I think he was on San Diego at the time. Could be wrong. If Vladdy breaks that record with 29 in a single round.
Too bad he didn't win.
He then ties it up and hits 29 again.
Unreal.
In a round. He did win, no?
No, he didn't win. He didn't win the home run derby.
He beat Jock Peterson. What are you talking about?
He won the home run derby?
Yeah, he did. Why do you think I'm shouting him out?
He did nice.
What are you talking about?
Shout out because he did nice.
No, he won. So he recorded 91 home runs in the home run derby. 91 home runs in a day.
Yeah, man, that's a lot on your shoulders.
In a professional competition at the highest level. Against established players like Jock Peterson is established. I don't know who the other guys that were in there.
Win.
What are you talking about?
I'm looking right now. 2019 winner was Pete Alonso.
Okay, so check the rounds. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
I know he didn't win though, because that was the biggest thing. That was he hit so many home runs, but he didn't win. Well, that was a big thing about it.
Now that shows you how important baseball is.
Yeah, he lost in the finals. Pete hit 23 and Vladdy hit 22.
That's trash.
Yeah, but other than that, he had
91 motherfucking home runs.
Jeez, he had 29 the first round, 40 the second round,
scary,
and then 22 the third round, which was the finals.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
I hope that's a record that stands for a long time though.
Hopefully.
That's a 7-3. That you're saying that's a 73-9 Warriors?
That I think that's it.
Damn. Yeah. Well, listen, man. 73-9 is still talked about to this day.
Still is. That is the best team, best regular season team ever. It's better than Michael Jordan's team at this point. Record based.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, let's move on though. Let's move on to that's gonna be the end of the show. So let's get into this new motherfucking music.
No music.
And as usual, shout out to Boozy Fade for providing us with that list of albums that have come out for the week. I'm going to see where my photos are. A few albums that have come out for the week. I'm going to preface this by saying I didn't listen to shit.
I listened to I
did listen to shit. Some albums that came out this week. You have it loaded?
You can start off.
Fumbling. Big Krit. Krit is here.
Yes.
Blood Orange came out with Angel's Pulse.
Yes.
French Montana and Max B, Coke Wave 4.
Yep.
Currency and Burner with Fino Grigio. I like that name. Ed Sheeran, your guy. Number 6, Collaborations Project.
You'll talk about that later. Idris Elba presents The Yardie.
That made no sense to me.
I was not going to listen to that anyway.
Nope. TM88 and 5AM came out with 588. Okay. Big like Sean and Janae. I see you. Jay Park came out with Nothing Matters. A few singles that came out.
Yes, sir.
Beyonce, of course, came out with Spirit.
That was from Lion King.
The Lion King.
Yes. Actually, when we get to What's in Your Rotation, you'll hear it.
Tory Lanez came out with Melee.
Song slaps.
Future and Meek Mill came out with, and Doughboy came out with 100 Shooters.
I haven't listened to that.
Eve featuring Conscience came out with Reload.
Yeah.
What else came out?
French Montana and City Girls came out with a song called Wiggle It.
Interesting.
Mike Posner. Mike Posner and Ty Dolla $ign, of course, came out with a song called Look What I've Become.
I heard the beginning of that song, didn't love it. Tribe Called Quest? What? No, Tribe Called Red.
I fell for that too. I was like, wait, why is the Canada flag there? I fell for that too. Trust me.
Cash Doll came out with one with Big Sean. That one's called Ready Set.
I Love McConan came out with a song called Loser.
The Joyner Lucas one, I heard 10 seconds of that on Instagram.
I'm not a big Joyner Lucas fan. I don't know. I'm kind of over it. I feel like he's a gimmick at this point.
Some people feel like he's an industry plant.
Probably.
But he's a good lyricist. He's getting big. He's getting big name production under his name. So I'm with it.
I don't know. He sounds too gimmicky at this point.
Damn.
Guap 4000 featuring Mosey came out with a song called Scammin'. And now let's get into the album since this guy's out of here.
I'm watching this. Oh, what is that game?
No, is it up to 11?
No, I thought that was game. Let's get on to the albums that we actually listened to.
Yes, you didn't listen to Jack-ish.
I listened to a few things.
Okay.
I listened to Big Krit is here.
Okay,
Krit is here. By Big Krit. That went in. Which one? Oh yeah, that went in. That went in. You gotta chill, Djokovic. There we go.
6'3".
Nervous out here, man. I listened to Krit is here. We've talked about Krit before.
We have.
I've described Krit as one of those artists I'm aware is good. I'm aware has a following. I'm aware is a lyricist. I'm aware is in my lane of music in terms of artists that I enjoy.
Yeah.
But it's somebody that I can't get into.
Hey, it's fine. Just people out there. We can't listen to every single person out there.
Yeah.
Everyone has a type. It's like art. We spoke about this earlier. It's just because you like some. What was that?
That's game. Djokovic
was 7?
won. Oh man, that's tough.
Damn.
That's tough. I was going for my guy Federer, man. That's tough.
Damn, I'm like gonna cry. No, that's Djokovic.
That's tough. Yeah.
What the hell's got eating the grass?
You got to, man.
What the fuck is that?
You got to, man. Listen, you take a piece of that court with you.
Ew.
And you do your thing, man. That's it.
That's nasty, man. Just eating up the grass like it's nothing.
Grass is
like
edible.
cow.
Grass is edible.
It doesn't mean you gotta eat it. A lot of things are edible. Doesn't mean you gotta eat it.
Oh man, shit! Shout out to Djokovic, then.
Oh, for real.
I can't be mad at that. But like I was saying, man,
Big
Krit is one of those artists, and I've been getting not backlash, but I've been getting a lot of people saying, "Yo, man, you're tripping, man. You really gotta." So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give it a listen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a listen. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna see if I can get into it, and let me see if I can actually find. Shout out to Joe Budden Podcast Group Worldwide. We got about 8,500, 9,000 members. You already know what it is. I was like live tweeting. I was like live reacting
to the album
as I was listening to it. These guys, motherfuckers talk a lot, man. God damn. Because essentially, I think it's 17 songs or 18 songs.
It's an album.
So it's an album, and I liked about 8 of the songs, and I was like, okay, I'm not mad at that.
Again, he's one of those artists. I feel like if you listen to him, you will like him. Just one of those. He just doesn't fall into my realm of listening.
I'm giving this Krit album a listen, and then the first song I started feeling. Man, I'm not gonna be able to see that shit, man. Come on now. At some point, I was 3 out of 9.
Oh, damn, that's not good.
Not amazing. So at this point, I'm like, not amazing. Not amazing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to track number 10, which is called Believe. I'm like, he's spazzing on this one.
Jeez.
He's spazzing. So now I'm enjoying a track. So now that's 4 out of 10, right? And then the next track is called, let me just search it up. Big Krit. And I saw Jinx, shout out to Jinx, he tweeted about this. He's like, man, I know y'all not listening to that Big Krit album, because if you were, you'd be talking about track 11, which is called Prove It. Play a little bit of that.
Trigger working some. If you believe in me, prove it. Agree for me if I'm gone and carry on your own. You way strong, get them right. I've seen what happened to us. If you believe. Big Krit, my nigga, I feel your shit. Been feeling your shit since Felton put me on. I put him on down. He put me on. Krit was here since then. 9 years have gone. I wrote more songs than a man can't count. Trying to figure out how to put them out without watering down my brand. I want my jizz. Don't want to become something. Don't nobody want to hear, but I recognize this as a bitch ass fear. Why the fuck do I care if I ain't got your ear? Then I ain't revered. If I ain't revered, then why am I here? What if these songs you refuse to share all due to the fact that you insecure? Could have helped somebody out there like you see the world more clear. Let me switch gear. Allow me to use this feature.
What is J. Cole doing?
Jeez,
what is J. Cole even doing? So Jinx was like, man, I know y'all didn't listen to this album because you would at least be talking about the J. Cole verse.
No one was.
So I'm like, enter cheat code J. Cole.
That
wins. So now I'm 5 out of 11. Now they caught me 3 in a row, right? Skip a few. Now I'm 6 out of 15 at this point, right? And then I was feeling the next track, feeling the next one. I'm like 8 out of 19. You know what? Not terrible,
but not amazing.
But it intrigued me enough to say, you know what? This is an album I'm gonna check out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say I loved it, but I'm gonna see what it's about. I'm gonna see if I can get into it. I'm gonna go back and bump that Cole track for sure. That's gonna be in my rotation at the very least.
That sounded nice.
And there were a lot of tracks that I liked on it, so I would say it's worth a listen. My rating, because I thought about my rating actively on your scale.
On my scale,
6.5.
Okay, so listen at your own risk, but you won't be disappointed if you listen to it.
Yes.
Okay, not bad.
6.5. 6.5. Did you bump anything this week?
I did. I bumped 2 albums actually. Ed Sheeran number 6 collaboration project.
Okay, talk about that. Is this the white DJ Khaled project?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I thought.
The Public Opinion, I'll tell you right now, generic production, which I agree with. I'll explain why I agree with it. Forgettable features, which I also agree with, and boring ass instrumentals.
Okay.
Which I also agree with.
Good.
But this was Ed Sheeran stepping out of his pockets. Okay. Ed Sheeran is a guy with a guitar singing. That's been his style. So him trying to team up with now trying to add production to it, it just sounds so like this is not the Ed Sheeran we know.
Was there a lot of Ed Sheeran on this project?
Oh yeah, he was on every track.
Okay, but he has a significant part.
Yeah, you know he's on it. He always has a verse, or he always has a verse and a chorus.
Okay.
But it's just now just production behind him. Mm-hmm. If you listen to his first album, half the song is literally just him and a guitar, and maybe a drum. And now it's like you're hearing the snare drums and air horns, and it just sounds so. And then you're hearing the guitar too at the same time.
Well, I mean, I'm glad people are killing it the way that they were killing Khaled. That's the only thing I'm happy about. I'm not hating on that. I'm just saying, like, if we gave the white guy the pass and killed Khaled, like, I would feel real bad for that. Like, I'd be like, come on, we got to do better than that. So that's the only thing I'm happy about, because when it first came out, I thought it looked gimmicky. I thought it was like, yo, this is gonna be a way to just get your streams up. Okay, sure, you're trying a new thing, but you're just literally calling up all your friends and trying to cheat code your way to some streams.
It does feel like that.
So like that feels corny to me, right? And it's not like you're known for doing this. Yes, you've done the grime work and whatever little things you've dabbled in, but this is not you. Whereas Khaled's been doing this since
his job.
Since 05
that's
or whatever,
his job.
Right? Like that's his job. So I'm happy people are killing it in the same way. That's the only thing
it was out of pocket for him.
Yeah.
But I like Ed Sheeran, so I'm bumping it.
I don't really have a reason to listen to it. I mean, I might check some of the features for some of the ones that I want to hear. But
yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Like, listen at your own risk. I would not say listen to it, and I would, if you feel like there's someone in there, I want to hear the features. Mm-hmm. There was like maybe 2 or 3 like really good tracks. Every other track was, I would say, average to below average.
Yeah.
But it's Ed Sheeran. I love Ed Sheeran. He's one of my favorite artists, hands down. So I'm gonna bump it.
Can't hate on it. Let me get into one that I quickly listened to. Don't really have too much to say about it, but I will recommend downloading it. So Blood Orange, of course, released a new project called Angel's Pulse.
They sing, right?
They
like
sing
R&B.
They sing.
Okay.
This is a follow-up from their 2018 project Negro Swan. Now, I mean, Blood Orange isn't one of those projects that you come in and have an immediate opinion on. You got to really take it in. And same thing with Krit. With Krit. And I acknowledge that. But Blood Orange, again, is not one of those that you have to... You can't rush it, right? But you can have a first opinion.
Yeah.
And as a follow-up to their 2018 project, Negro Swan, my first opinion is that this is not that. This is nowhere close to that right now. Maybe it'll grow on me. Anderson .Paak shit grew on me. But right now it's not there. What I will say is that I did enjoy it a lot. I enjoyed listening to it. There's a lot of features on it. Toro Imoa's on there. Justine Sky, Tinashe, Project Pat. Let's see. Tinashe's on 2 tracks. Are they on the same label?
Must be.
Justine Sky's on 2 tracks.
Last time I heard her name.
That's funny. But it's kind of the same vibe. So Blood Orange is kind of that groovy psychedelic type vibe, slower, and to some degree kind of modern R&B type vibe as well. A little bit of jazz, and you're getting a lot of kind of medley of genres when you listen to Blood Orange. I've seen them live; they're great. Watching live, and I know someone that's seen them live twice and said the second time they were just as good in a different venue, outdoor venue.
I only heard them on one track before,
as opposed to a theater venue.
The track I heard them on.
And that shows a lot to be able to sound good at a theater venue and an outdoor venue. That's an underrated skill.
It does.
So definitely shout out to that with Blood Orange. I would say this project's worth listening to. It's called Angel's Pulse.
Okay.
Again, I'm still warming up to it. I'm still getting into it. But definitely something worth highlighting, something worth listening to. I guess the bop of the album is Gold Teeth, and that is the one featuring Project Pat, Gangsta Boo. I forgot to mention. And Tinashe, of course, is on the vocals on that one. So shout out to that. Good work by Blood Orange. So check that one out.
Yeah, the last one I bumped was TM88 and 5AM's album called 588.
I was thinking about listening to it, but then I forgot what type of music TM88 makes.
Oh, he makes his Atlanta trap pretty much.
That's what I thought. What is TM88?
But he's really good though. Like I like his trap beats. His trap beats sound original. They don't sound like generic, even though it is a trap beat.
Right. So he has his own flavor.
Yeah, and he's been working with like Atlanta. Like he's one of those guys that started the Atlanta trap beat. Like one of those guys that been doing it for like late 2000s before it started blowing up. So he's got the OG respect on him. He's on a lot of.
How long has TM88 been around?
Like mid to late 2000s. He's been around.
Mid to late, so like 2016 type shit.
Wait, 2016? No, like since 2008.
My fault.
Mid to late 2000s.
My fault. No, I'm trying to wonder where his name came from.
You've seen him a lot just from random production. Like
I'm literally just wondering where he came up with the name TM88 because as a Pokemon fan, my mind goes to Technical Machine 88. I tried looking up what TM88 is, and in the older generations, it's Sleep Talk, and in the newer generations, it's Pluck. So that's why I said, how long has he been around? So I'm assuming his name has been around since Sleep Talk, but I don't think Sleep Talk has anything to do with
Trackman 80. Trackman, that's where the TM came out. Trackman 88.
Don't even ask me how. It could be a double entendre.
It could be.
Sleep Talk, money don't sleep. I talk. I'm fucking with you.
I don't know.
But go ahead.
He's been around. So he's one of my favorite like producers from the Atlanta area.
Okay.
So of course I have to.
Yeah, no, I've seen his name around and I've enjoyed his work. And again, it caught my eye enough to say I should listen to this. But then I just didn't feel like listening to music.
It actually came out a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, like I think
that's funny.
June, sometime in June.
That's funny.
I have no idea who 5 a.m. is, but I was like, you know what, TM88 could probably make him sound good, and he wasn't that bad. Nothing special about him. He sounded almost like a Juice WRLD Nav combination. Like he has a singing thing with autotune. All in all, it's an Atlanta album. I'll put it that way. Mm-hmm. It's one of those. If I'm driving in my car, I'll probably bump it, but I'm not bumping it for any other reason than just to chill out.
Right. It's almost like sometimes you get in a mood where it's like, yo, I want to listen to something, but I don't want to pay attention.
Exactly. That's one of those. Because it's about the production. Like the beats slap. Like I wouldn't even lie to you. The beats on this slap. Like you don't even, I could come in randomly in a verse. I'm like, oh yeah. And 5 a.m. sounds good.
And I guess
his harmonizing, his melody sounds good on it, but you don't really need to listen. He's not saying anything of substance to listen.
I guess we basically go back to, again, what we call playlist music.
Yeah, playlist music. That's exactly what it is. But it's good playlist music.
Yeah. Can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that.
I'm not going to rank it because I like it, but I don't think it's necessarily a good album.
Fair.
But I like it, so I'm not going to rank it.
Fair enough. I think that's it in terms of what we listened to. You said you listened to a few of those singles. You said ones? The thing one was dope. Where was it? Hold up. You said
the Tory Lanez.
You said the Beyonce one.
Beyonce one I listened to because I listened to, and what am I doing? What's in my rotation at this point? But
sorry, rotation. We'll save that.
No, but that's how I listened to the Beyonce one. I listened to Tory Lanez ones. That one slapped. I want to listen to 100 Shooters, but I don't know. I didn't feel like listening to Future.
Okay, fair.
I also listened to one other one. I can't find it. No, I don't know where it is right now. Do you listen to any singles?
Nope. I'm looking at this list. I heard a snippet from the Joe Budden podcast for the Nas song.
Nas, okay, was it nice?
No,
fuck. Nas,
it's the weirdest sounding thing I've ever heard. I'm gonna play it for you because they were saying that on the Joe Budden podcast, and I'm like, come on, you guys are just like creating content. It's really the weirdest sounding shit I've ever heard, and I can't believe that Nas really tried this. I'm gonna play it for you so you can react.
Round a melody, round a harmony, round a melody, harmony, melody steadily. Round a melody, round a harmony, round a melody, harmony, melody steadily. Everybody's not gonna get you, but keep going. I'll be cruising 40,000 feet like I'm a Boeing. Doubt with me, they said I would have no longevity. Instead, I'm steadily rapping these fun of me.
I get what he's doing though. You gotta make music.
I get it.
He's trying to make music that people were like, because Nas doesn't make music that like you slap at a party,
right?
But
I mean, now he's trying the new demo with this,
yeah, because that's where the market is going at the end of the day.
But boy, is that weird. Sounds
like Kanye West's like "Skip That Beat" song.
Like what?
Come on, like just stay. I was just stay in your lane, but you have a market. Stay in it.
Yeah, so that one was interesting to say the least. And that's all I bumped. I want to bump the Guap Dad one, and the Black Milk and Chicago Kid. Shit, I want to bump that.
There's some good songs that came out, man.
Shit. Man, I need some projects to come out. Y'all keep releasing these singles, man.
I'm bumping some nice projects.
I might have to get into singles by force. Anyways, man, let's of course finish off that music potpourri segment. Let's ask the question: Sir. What is in your rotation, sir?
Is this for me?
Please.
All right, let's start this off. Revenge of the Dreamers 3.
Okay.
Bumping a lot of songs off that. No, not all the songs, because I don't like all the songs, but a lot of them.
Since 1993,
I've been smoking weed.
Ask about me.
Please, sir, pass the bazooka.
I wish they did more with that.
I really wish they did too. Lion King soundtrack 2019. This is why I said the Beyonce one I listened to, because it was on this somewhere. I don't know, but I was in the Lion King mode.
It's a playlist or is it an album?
It's an album. It's the Lion King soundtrack 2019.
But is it like new shit?
Yeah.
Because I see some Elton John on here, bro.
What are you talking about? It's like great. This is how the
Elton
cover
John
looks.
Never Too Late.
Yeah, there's some old songs on it.
That's what I'm asking. Is it like...
Oh, it's a mix of old and new.
No,
like...
I don't want to download that then.
You need to download it. But
no, I know. I
want to bump it.
I'm having a convo with myself.
The Aaron LP by Sunreal.
Fair.
I didn't finish. I only listened to like about 2 tracks and it kind of turned me off. But I did like 1 track from his album. It's called Polo G. No, sorry. It's by Polo G called Die a Legend.
Okay. I think I heard of it.
Polo G has that one song that's really bumping right now. And never papa. I can't remember. I'm not going to try. Nebuchadnezzar, From Me to You. It's, I don't know, man. I like his music, man. It bumps.
Okay.
Number 6 collaboration project by Ed Sheeran.
Fair.
I'm bumping a lot. I'm bumping a lot of those songs.
It's your guy.
588,
Fair.
TM88 and 5am. That whole playlist is like 30 minutes long. A playlist is just the album. That whole album is like 30 minutes long. That's one car ride for me. Steady bumping that.
It's very important for an album to be a car ride because you like listening to beginning, middle, and end.
Yes, and no, I'm done.
It's true.
Lil Uzi Vert, all the singles that he's come out with. He has one with TM88 too called Slayer. Love that one.
Yeah.
Nav, off Nav's album, a bunch of his songs. That came this week. Ooh. Can you Toast by Coffee?
Yeah.
That song.
Yeah.
I keep on
playing
more and more. You did say
you were going to start listening to Coffee, and you did.
I've been playing just that one song. I've not
fair.
But that one song, the more I play it, the more I like it. Is it weird?
No. No.
Usually the more you play a song, the more you get tired of it. I don't get tired of this song.
No, the song's got to warm up sometimes.
I like it.
Song's got to warm up.
DJ Khaled's album, there's still like 3 or 4 songs that play
still
off that.
songs on it. It's good songs. Doesn't mean it's a good album. There's good songs on it.
Lil Key, Long Live Mexico.
Okay. It's from Mexico? No,
he's not. He's from Atlanta. I don't know where you got the name from. And DJ Mustard's Perfect 10.
He dropped the DJ officially out of his name.
Oh, so not just Mustard?
Yeah.
Let me see his things. Oh, it does say Mustard. Nah, but he's always DJ Mustard to us. You can't change it. It's like Lil Bow Wow. Bow Wow. You can't be Shad Moss.
Lil Bow Wow though.
Okay, Bow Wow. But you can't.
It's
not Shad Moss.
It's like P Diddy. That's what you're trying to do with Mustard right now. You're trying to P Diddy him. Nobody calls him P Diddy.
Shad Moss. No one calls Bow Wow Shad Moss.
That's too much though.
That's what I'm saying. That's like DJ Mustard at this point.
Nah, it's just Mustard.
One song that I did bump and it wasn't on that new release was the new Old Town Road remix.
Yeah.
And that guy,
you don't get it up my way.
Mason Ramsey.
That nigga's nuts.
That Yolin kid. Yo, he's killing me. He killed that song.
He's a beast. He's gonna be a powerhouse for a little minute.
He is. He's about to own that market
for sure.
Yo, what's in your rotation?
My rotation kind of went in waves this week, but I kind of like the direction that it went in. It started with, because I didn't really bump the album the first time, but I wanted to because I did say it was an auto download. Fly God is an Awesome God by Westside Gunn. I do want to say, I've voiced this already. My favorite member of Griselda is Benny the Butcher.
Yes, you have.
And second is Conway the Machine, and therefore last place is Westside Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
I was reminded why he's last place, and not to say I didn't enjoy this, but I just went and listened to the plugs I met by Benny the Butcher after listening to Fly God is an Awesome God. But again, shout out to both projects. I do like both of those a lot. Again, I bumped that podcast, like I was saying, Conscious Kingdom, Freedom, a literary podcast, and I want to give them a shout out again. But on that same wave of music, I then went and bumped Bandana by Freddie Gibbs. Of course, that one's still going to stay in my rotation a little bit. I wanted to funk it up a little bit, wanted to freak it up a little bit. Okay. So I went to Royalty by Earth Gang. So, funk it up a little bit, change the beat, change the tone. This to me will always be a summer album, and this to me will always be an enjoyable album. Everything is Loved by the Carters.
Okay. That was last summer.
Enjoy that album, and it plays different when it's sunny outside. Affected by Cause. Really enjoy that album again, especially he has features he only has, but not 2 features, but he has a few features. One of them is from Kendrick and one of them is from Cole, and that's all you need to know, right? Affected by Cause, that one's enjoyable. I went back and I bumped one of the albums of the year for 2018, Care For Me by Saba. Really enjoyable album. Broken Girls is a highlighted track. Sirens is a highlighted track. Life, Calligraphy, even Prom King has a really good story on there, or really lengthy story on there, I should say. I went back a little bit and I wanted to check into his catalog because I enjoy his Pieces of a Man project. Okay. Mick Jenkins. So I wanted to go back and bump. I don't know if it's his first project, but this one came out back in 2014. It's called The Waters. Really enjoyed that one. Again, I've heard of the project before. I've heard tracks off of the project before, but I never bumped the project. Bumped it in its entirety, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I think Mick Jenkins makes really good music. Then I said, you know what? Staying on the Saba theme to some degree, I want to enjoy 2018 again. Okay. So I went back and I bumped Daytona by Pusha T.
The big album.
Went back and I bumped J-Rock Redemption.
Jeez, bigger album.
And I capped that off with Victory Lap by Nipsey Hussle.
That's a big 3 right there.
Now, that was actually my first time listening to Nipsey, in totality at least, since he passed. And I was like, that was a wave of emotions. That was crazy.
This guy had a solid that's a championship winning big 3.
That's a victory lap, man. That's the victory lap. So got real emotional listening to that, but salute to Nip. Rest in peace for sure. The Blood Orange project, I did bump more than once. Angel's Pulse, so I am going to count that in my rotation.
Fair enough.
Bumped the playlist. I did shout them out in the past because I know the dude Cozy from Run the Take Pod is sort of part of this, at least indirectly. This one is by Basque NY, and it's called Black Love without the vowels, So BLKLV by Basque. Really enjoyable playlist. And
was it R&B?
I guess it's enjoyable. It's R&B. Okay. R&B. So first couple tracks on this: Blind Man by Xavier Omar, Best Part by Daniel Caesar and Her, Saturn by Now, Waves by Normani and Black, Stay Down by Brent Faiyaz, Whipped Cream by Ari, Lady by Masego. Just that vibe. That vibe, you know what I mean? That's a real dope playlist. The new Wale single, I forgot to announce that came out. That one is in my playlist. That one's enjoyable. That one's called On Chill, featuring Jeremiah. Okay. Cheat code type of project. Like cheat code type of track, where it's just solid rap with Jeremiah.
Good.
Say less. Krit is here. Again, I did listen to that, I want to say 1.5 times. So I'm going to count that as being in my rotation. And Revenge of the Dreamers 3 is my most recently played because I keep going back to that. So my rotation pretty tight, pretty expansive at the same time, and followed a kind of flow. I really like the flow that I followed this week. So it is what it is. Let's finish off that music potpourri then, man. Let's get into that sports talk.
Sports talk.
You already know what it is. So again, we got a lot of first take topics going on for entire motherfucking pod. But for this sports section, we got some first take. So let's talk about WNBA coming to Toronto. So this first came out in the form of a tweet.
Yes.
The tweet had said, what was it?
Someone is submitting a bid or preparing a bid.
Yeah, someone was preparing a bid to get the WNBA in Toronto. At first, I thought this league is not even profitable.
Right? I'm like, why would they want to?
And I have said for a while, I like some of the things the WNBA attempts, and I do notice that they are doing it more. Like live streaming your shit on Twitter is big. Huge. Because I watched that Phoenix Mercury game.
That was easy for me to watch. I'm at work, just open a little small screen at work. I'm watching a game.
I'm watching Brittany Griner
post
Cousins. You know what I'm saying?
I watched.
She said she'd beat Cousins.
She should not be Cousins.
I'm watching that game. I'm like, I enjoyed the first quarter. I enjoyed it. Everyone was splashing. Everyone was stuff. Everyone was stepping.
That's all they can do in that place.
But I enjoy those kind of attempts. But I said, the league is not profitable. Why are we talking about expansion? But official update: paperwork will be submitted to the WNBA this summer, right in time for spring 2020 for the inaugural season. For a possible WNBA Toronto team.
Let me give you a quicker update. I saw that today.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Today.
They did some of the paperwork.
Tonight.
And the WNBA pretty much said, yo, we ain't trying to expand right now. Hey, yo, they're saying we ain't trying to expand. We're not listen, expanding. But
it throws the thought into the air.
I don't want Do you want WNBA team in Toronto?
Well, I would like it because I think Toronto can really be a sports city. I think Toronto has that ability to do it, and I think Toronto has an ability to have multiple fan bases for multiple sports that don't necessarily, and not to say we're segregating, but don't necessarily have to be intertwined with one another. Like the WNBA team can have its fan base without people trying to shit on it. It's just people, okay, you do your thing.
Oh yeah, it's just about the money part. It's just about the money part.
Raptors have a fan base.
Do we really want to have a team that's not profiting? Kind of defeats the whole point of having a team.
Well, what is profiting?
Making a profit. At the end of the year, I want to see a positive.
Because their expenses are not like NBA expenses.
But the ones in the States aren't that profiting. And now they're going to have to add international travel to every team schedule. That was the biggest thing I saw. Because now they all have to cross the border.
They all got to get passports.
That's why teams don't want to play in Toronto. Or not teams, but players. Because
I get that.
Every away game is, right, we got to cross the border again. Every time come back home, we got to cross the border again.
Fair enough.
I just don't think WNBA is profitable.
I mean, I don't think WNBA is profitable. Profitable. If there is a way and if there is a support for it, then I'm for it.
I've said my 2 cents about the WNBA. I think the game needs to change a little.
I don't think it needs to change.
I think they need to change stuff.
That much. I just think they need to.
I think they need to understand they're not men. No, it's not fun to watch.
I think it is fun to watch.
No, you're in the 2% that thinks
I think it's advertised. I think it used to be advertised incorrectly. I don't think it was ever not fun to watch.
It's not fun to watch. And I've talked to people about it.
Opinion.
What I would say is they're not all 7 feet. They're not average 6'10". So lower the rim height. Make the court tall. But look, let me tell you this. In volleyball, women's volleyball is one of the more
watched.
Do you know the net is lower than the men's? Well, they said it because they're women. Like they can't jump as high, they can't run as fast. The court is a little bit smaller than men's. They're not dissing on them. They're saying, the men's can. They're a little bit taller than you guys, so they can do a little bit more. We're not saying, I'm not saying don't play basketball, but I want to see more than Brittany Griner dunking and struggling to dunk. I want to see I don't see them using all their energy to shoot a 3-pointer. Like make a 3-pointer look a little bit more effortless.
I mean, listen, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like I'm not trying to.
The ball is smaller because they have smaller hands.
That's one thing that's smaller though. Like make the net smaller. The same amount of energy it takes to use a guy and a girl will not be the same to shoot a 3-pointer. It will be two different amounts of energy.
Boy, it's
facts.
I mean, listen,
it's facts.
Opinion is fine.
A guy's body is built differently than a woman's body. That is just life. That's
don't
life.
Agree with a lot of the things you're saying.
Hey, that's fair enough. I think the game should change to fit the women's body. Not body, but their...
I think they play a different game. I think it's like men and women's golf. Or men and women's tennis. I think they just play a different game on the same court.
It's different.
But the game is different.
It's a non-individual
because the speed is not as high. I think it's like I can't say running because running is just physical speed, but I would compare it to men and women's tennis. I think it's just a different game, and I don't think all of that needs to happen. I just think it needs to be advertised differently, and people need to start viewing it in a different way, and that's clearly not happening. I don't think it's the players.
All these layups that look like they're struggling to get up there. Nah, man, like make it look a little bit easier.
I don't think so because, I mean...
You got to fit the game.
None of us are tall, and when we play ball, we're not struggling to shoot or score.
Yeah, but we're all. I'm also not 5'6" in the WNBA.
Like I'm saying, point guards are like 5'11".
That's their power forward centers.
No, centers are like 6'4" nowadays.
Exactly, that's an NBA point guard. That's the smallest guy on the NBA court.
Point guards are like 5'9".
Nah, man. If your smallest guy is 6'4", then you're net do the average. I mean, ratio. That's all I'm saying. Average height, average.
There's not a lot of 5'6" players.
It's ratio. It's ratio.
I
That's
don't
all I'm
think there's a
saying.
lot of players shorter than 5'6".
All I'm saying is it's ratio. If the average height is smaller than the
think there's a lot
NBA,
of, like,
I don't see.
like I'm 5'6" and I can lay up pretty easily.
Okay,
and I
this is
can
what I'm
shoot pretty
saying.
Easily.
Ratio. If the average height, make the average height fit the average height. If the average height in the WNBA is 6'1", why are they playing with a team on the same net on a team that has the average height of 6'11", 6'10"?
I'm gonna move on.
I think WNBA needs to change. If I was rich, I always said I would buy WNBA, then change up the league and make it more fun for people to watch.
Okay,
that's 100% what I would do if I was a billionaire by now.
I'm not mad at it.
You can only dream.
Yeah, okay.
What's the next topic?
Let's talk about Money Green.
What are you doing now?
Danny
I
Green,
don't
the
care
Green
about him.
Ranger.
He's not in Toronto anymore.
That's
so
still
I don't
my
care about
guy,
him.
man. That's still my guy. So shout out to his 15 M's a year
He got
contract.
robbed.
Hey, listen, he's worth 15 M's in my book.
Oh no! I mean, he got robbed. Like, is that where we're going with the story?
Oh yeah, he got robbed.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, he is worth 50 M's.
He got robbed in downtown Vancouver. So he said that he had a promotional event where his bags were stolen from his car outside of an Airbnb in downtown Eastdale or Eastside. I mean,
the thing where you talked about it inside the green room.
No, I didn't. I didn't actually see that green room clip.
I saw it, like they went inside the Airbnb because they're like, oh, it looks like kind of mucky from the outside.
Yeah.
So they left everything in the car to go inside and check, and then they saw it and they're like, they don't like it.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go back to the car and say they
got robbed.
Go change the Airbnb, and they got back and two of the backpacks were gone.
Wow, that's foul.
It was crazy. He said they walked around downtown trying to look for it.
Foul.
They were in East Hastings, which now I'm not from Vancouver, but I heard East Hastings is not necessarily. It's like
not the best.
The drug addict.
So he said, quote unquote, we didn't know there was a ghetto or hood in Vancouver.
Yeah,
that's funny. And Danny Green's from New York, if I'm not mistaken.
Is he from New York?
I believe he is.
I think he is. Yeah, that's why he wants to.
So he knows. He's of the life, if you want to call it that. But that shit happened to Danny Green, man. That's why he took his ass to LA. What else we got here for
D-Wade jersey swap?
D-Wade jersey swap. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
That's so funny. He's so funny.
It looks like a quilt of players that are no longer on their team. So we're talking Mike Conley, Grizzlies, no longer there. Anthony Davis, Pelicans, no longer there. We're talking Marcus Morris, Boston, no longer there. Who was it? Julian? Yeah, Julian Wright. Not Julian Wright. Sorry, DeLon Wright, no longer there. Raptors, obviously. Who else we got here?
You know what he said? He said it makes his collection look a lot more bootleg.
It does. It does.
I'm dead. I'm like, it really does.
Boston. I like that he got in on the fun. Of course. I mean, what can you do?
Hey, I think that's sick. Like, you have that like before the NBA changed, because the NBA has changed.
Exactly.
And I don't want to. I'm going to say this for a different time when we have more time. But I think the Raptors contributed a lot to the way the NBA changed.
Absolutely.
In that trading, of DeRozan to Kawhi.
45 on that. We could spend 45 on that. Masai single-handedly changed the NBA.
Changing DeRozan for Kawhi in that one season.
And now it's back to dynamic duos. That's way more fun.
Now everyone's like, I just want to win. Who cares about where you play in anymore? It becomes about how can I win again.
Although the Lakers are stacked.
Oh, the Lakers are stacked. I'm not putting my money on them.
Yeah, they're fucking stacked. Let's talk about Chauncey Billups. Is he hating on Melo? Is he hating on Melo? I'll play it. I'll play it for you. Where is it here?
Feel bad for Melo, and here's why. Melo was like a good teammate.
Can't hear shit.
I cannot hear nothing.
Melo practiced every day. He didn't miss any games. Now, the only thing I will say, and I've even told Melo this, scoring 30 meant too much to Melo.
What the hell?
My phone.
2, we win the game and he's mad. He might have 36 and he's in there. We lose the game and he's in there picking everybody up. Scoring 30 meant too much. But I think now you look fast forward to tape, and the reason why he's not in the league, because he's still worthy, is he hasn't mentally taken that step back to say, okay, I'll come in and play against backups. I'll try to help the team out. I know I might not be able to close, but I just want to help. Well, he's not.
I have said that about Melo. Like, it's just his mindset.
You've said that about
Melo.
I
think the game changed, but he's not willing to change his game with the game. Like,
no, I mean,
the game sped up.
Is this really? And I guess the only question I want to ask, and it might answer itself when it comes from players that say it, is this really a lack of mentality change for Melo, or is this people painting him in that way and it becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy? Like, what if he's in his mind like, yo, bro, just sign me. I'm trying to put up some points off the bench. Like, I'm cool with it.
Or
do you think he's... But that's what I'm saying.
From last I saw, he just wanted to start.
I mean, that was in OKC 2 years ago, though.
Even in Houston, he wanted to start, and they told him, you're not starting.
Did that happen publicly? I don't remember.
He wanted to start, and they were like, "Yeah, you're not going to start." Like,
okay, but I mean, okay, fair.
And
I can't hate on that.
Came out the bench, and then you can say it was the way they played him. Sure, fair enough.
I think it was the way. But I think
their
offense was terrible.
I think Melo's too slow for Houston's game. That's why I think Melo is a slower player. Nothing bad about Melo. He's just not. He's not. You're not running a fast break with Melo right now.
In my opinion, like to me, and I'm not comparing the player because Melo's a legend. I look at Melo as no slower than what J. Cole name? My guy, Tobias Harris. I see Melo as no slower than Tobias.
Like when Tobias can play better defense.
Yes.
That's one thing. And that was one that was another thing that affected him a lot. You can't be 6'10".
But I guess the point I'm trying to make is that and again, you've already said this. You've already said this from a mentality perspective. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is that Melo is still very serviceable when you think about the speed of his game. And the type of game he plays, I think he's still serviceable if his mentality changes.
Okay,
so if he has a Lou Will, he can be Lou Will. Why can't he be Lou Will? Lou Will don't play defense, and Lou Will plays a slow offense. So tell me why he can't be Lou Will.
But Lou Will's like 6 feet tall.
Doesn't mean nothing.
It means he can go to point guard. You can hide him a lot.
I guess
Melo's harder to hide.
He's Melo.
6'11".
You can hide Melo.
But then you have to make
sure
all
power forwards can guard small forwards.
But you have to make sure.
And Melo can body up.
But you have to make sure. And Melo's really like lackluster on defense. Like he's not.
No, you're right. You are right. But
I think that's all with his mentality. If he does change his mentality, I do think he can be serviceable. If he says, "Okay, look, like I'm down, just come play 18 minutes, drop 8 points," or at least
be 8. That's some Carter treatment. If he'd be like, "Yo, give me 18 minutes, I'll drop 16 on him."
He's not doing that. He's not. No one's giving Carmelo the ball to drop 16.
But he can run the bench. That's what I don't understand. Like the way the NBA moves.
He can't run the bench anymore.
Of course he can.
He grabs a rebound, he's slowing the ball down. The NBA doesn't run that. You grab a rebound now, you're running a fast break. The NBA is fast.
Not all benches. All I'm saying is there's two types of benches. There's benches that exist that are fire-powered by Lou Will.
Yeah, and what do? They score.
They score
fast
in half-court offense. I watch a lot of Clippers. I'm telling you, it's half court. Like I watch a lot of Clippers, and when they hand the ball to Lou Will and he dribbles for 14 seconds, and then he pulls up or he picks and rolls with they keep Trez in there, and then they give Trez the ball on the break, and he does his thing, or on the elbow he does his thing. Like it's a slow half court offense. There's no, and even the Raptors to some degree. When we got Norman in the game.
What?
Or when we got...
Raptors run. Raptors were number one in fast break points last year.
Raptors run. But I'm saying on the bench, there's certain players that we come off the bench where we want them to run the offense. We're going to try to put the ball in their hands.
I don't think no one's giving the ball Melo. That's what no one's giving Melo that. I don't think no one trusts Melo that much anymore. I think you love Melo, so you don't always defend him.
It doesn't make sense to me how he's that hated that quickly. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't make sense to me.
And maybe it's his mentality. If you change his mentality, maybe that could change me. But
maybe it is. I just don't think you can't go from elite to not serviceable in a year and a half.
I don't think okay.
It doesn't exist.
I don't think he's not serviceable, but I think you saying 18 minutes, 16 points is unrealistic.
I mean,
he needs to get the Carter treatment, and maybe he'll step up.
At 18 minutes, don't tell me he's not throwing up 12.
Okay, he can give like a nice 10 to 12 a night.
13 and a half. I'm pushing.
10 to 12 a night, a good 3 and a half rebounds, 1.5 assists.
Damn, man.
On shooting 49 from the field.
And then in the playoffs, he'll average 18 for you.
Yeah, because that's where he can come in, because he's one of those people that you know in the playoffs can play.
And I guess that's where I'm going with respect to value, especially after the Kawhi load management treatment that won the title.
It's about to happen.
The regular season
about to change,
almost doesn't matter, because I feel like Melo is so serviceable in the playoffs that you want him on your team early so he knows his role.
Well, we gotta make sure he
understands the sort of elevation of his role, and he can maybe commit some effort on 18 minutes. Maybe he can play defense if he knows he's only playing 20 minutes.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Melo could change that mindset. I think he could change.
And I get,
I do agree with that. Maybe it's his mindset, maybe it's not, but
I don't know, man. But
I just think he can't come in expecting to be the man on any team.
Yes,
right now.
I agree with.
He needs to lower back, come down, just be like, all right, let me be the ninth man, and then make my way up to sixth man.
I give him 7th.
I'm just giving an example. Like,
he needs to
humble himself. Just humble himself. Like act like you're the ninth man on the team.
True.
And then humble yourself to the sixth man.
I'm not mad at that. But I mean, Chauncey, you can't say he's not spitting some real shit there.
Yeah,
so, whatever that happened. Let's talk about Serena Williams.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, she did not win. Unfortunately, she did not win Wimbledon. She did lose to. I remember we were talking about Simona Halep, who beat the 15-year-old.
Yes, sir.
So the 15-year-old lost to the champion.
If you look at it that way.
If you look at it that way, like that's who she is. Like that's who she's about to be in the tennis game. So definitely still a little bit of a side shout out to her. But Serena Williams is in the news. No shout out to Billie Jean King, man. No shout out to Billie Jean King. She's obviously a white tennis legend from God knows when, the 70s or 80s or some shit. And she was asked about it in her Wimbledon post
conference, post game conference.
Post game. I'm like looking for the word.
I just said it randomly too. It just came to my mouth. Post game conference, like one word.
So a journalist that was talking to Serena in the post game conference asked her. She said, "Hey, there's been a few comments in the last couple of weeks from people like Billie Jean King." That says maybe you should stop being a celebrity for a year and stop fighting for equality and just focus on tennis.
What the fuck, man? This is what you call white privilege, man. This is what pisses me off. This is literally white privilege, where you don't understand what fighting for equality is, and you say someone should put it on stop.
Now, before we comment, I do want to play the segment, right? So see, let me cue that one up.
Please tell me like Twitter went in on her.
Kind of a negative one to end on, but there have been a few comments made in the last couple of weeks from people like Billie Jean King that maybe you should stop being a celebrity for a year and stop fighting for equality and just focus on the tennis. How do you respond to that?
Well, the day I stop fighting for equality and for people like that look like you and me, that'll be the day I'm in my grave.
Done.
Yeah, that's a good answer,
Damn
man.
in my grave, because mind you, she still has a image to maintain.
Yeah.
And I like how she responded.
I would have flamed her. Though. I know myself.
Now, at first, I didn't see what the journalist looks like, right?
Yeah.
But Serena did say that
Like
looked
me
like
and you.
you and me.
Yeah, so I'm assuming.
At first, I was so mad at the journalist
For asking that question?
for asking, because that's a stupid fucking question to ask. But if I still don't know what the journalist looks like. But the statement originally came from Billie Jean King.
Yes.
And honestly, I'll tell you what it really is. Billie Jean King is just hating because she used to be the logo and then LeBron came out. So let's put it that way, right? Billie Jean King used to be the staple that is women's tennis. Serena Williams is one of the greatest athletes ever, male or female.
Yep.
And got Billie Jean King the fuck out of here. I mean, she's still respected. I'm just,
Nah, man,
I'm just hating on Billie Jean at this point.
I'm not. You lost respect for me for saying
no,
stuff
of course,
like that.
of course, she loses
ultimate.
respect. Of course, she loses respect.
Nah,
That's
man.
the ultimate like slap in the face. That's
How you say
shut up
someone?
and dribble.
Oh yeah, stop fighting for
That's
racism and
that
just play
shows
tennis.
that shows you where Billie Jean King stands.
Lack of what's that thing? Like that's some
some
awareness.
shit,
Lack of awareness,
right? And
You
that
understand-
shows me your true colors.
Like her being a celebrity is her way to fight for equality. Her saying, "Look, everyone, look at me now. Look at me talk about equality." And I don't know, man. This just pisses me off. This is what pisses me off about the colonizers that don't understand like their privilege.
Yeah.
You don't understand privilege. You go just play tennis. Well, guess what? There's more in life than just playing tennis for some of us.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. I mean, there's no way to justify Billie Jean King even bringing that up. No shout out to Billie Jean King, but I do love the way Serena responded. I love the way that she, maintained higher ground, and she just looked at Billie Jean like,
They go low, you go high.
Get out of here, man! I got more titles than you. Off me. I got more Grand Slams than you. Off me. I'm higher than you on the GOAT chart. Off me. You know what I mean? Like move. I'm not stopping this. So. Shout out to Serena Williams, and again, I wanted to make sure I ended the sports segment or the sports
This is
talk.
what Billie Jean King had to respond.
Let's
with.
hear this because
She tweeted, "I would never ask anyone to stop fighting for equality.
Okay.
In everything she does, Serena shines a light on what all of us must fight for in order to achieve equality for all." AKA, I just said a bunch of shit.
Act like I just never said that.
Said a bunch of shit that circles around me saying you should not fight for equality, and just say equality a bunch of 3 times and say how you support equality.
All right. Let's get off that sports talk though, man. Let's finish this show off, of course. Let's get into these random motherfucking thoughts.
Random thoughts.
You already know what it is. I haven't really been saving shit lately.
I have.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You see Floyd get crossed up by Bone Collector.
Everyone's like, "Yo, he's 50-1 now. He's 50-1." I was dying of those 50-1s.
Floyd took a nasty
that shit was like 3 losses. He's like 50-3 now.
That's gonna live on forever.
Oh yeah.
That's a huge L. I'm not gonna lie. You see what Masai Ujiri said about Kawhi?
He said, "Bun." He said, "Move on with life, fam."
He said, "Listen, man, we can hide under the table and cry. Honestly, I've lost no sleep. It's on to the next. I'm telling Raptors fans, don't lose 1 second of sleep. We're gonna be just fine."
Sounds about right.
Someone pitched the question. You think Raptors can sneak top 3 this year in the East?
No, I don't think so.
I think they can sneak.
Sneak? Yes, but I think it's gonna be
because
hard.
I mean, we're talking Philly, Boston. They seem like a lock. Philly, Boston,
Milwaukee.
Fair. But do you think we can sneak past?
We can sneak past
Boston?
Indiana because Oladipo's not supposed to start.
Indiana's not that
Oladipo's
nice.
not supposed to start the season.
I don't think Indiana's that nice.
I think it'll be nice with Oladipo in.
Depot and who again?
Just they have like Malcolm
but they lost
Brogdon.
Bogey.
They have Brogdon, Bogey.
They lost Bogdanovich.
No, Indiana.
I know.
Got Bogdanovich.
No, Indiana lost Bogdanovich to.
Oh, Bogdanovich. Yeah, but they got Malcolm Brogdon.
No, I know that, but Malcolm Brogdon, sorry, offensively is not Bogdanovich.
Offensively, man, dropping 20 points a game when he's healthy.
Area 51. Area 51. You're nuts.
Do you know how good Brogdon is?
Brogdon is nice. Don't get me wrong. Brogdon is a bootleg Kawhi.
I would have him over Bogdanovich.
I would have him over Malcolm. I would have him over Bogan Bogdanovich. I would. He's more valuable. He's worth more. I'd pay him more. I'd pick him every single time over Bogdanovich. But what I'm saying is Indiana losing Bogdanovich is a bigger blow to their offense, which they already had none of anyway, than acquiring Thing does. Now, that being said, on the flip side, defensively, you got Depot and Brogdon. Stop. Who are you scoring on? You better post up. And then you got Miles Turner.
And you got that other guy, Sabonis.
Needs more awareness, though, Turner.
Yeah.
And then Sabonis is decent. Like, I mean, good-looking team, but I think we're better than them.
I think we can beat them. They might be just like 1 or 2 wins, just how the season falls apart.
I think we're better than them.
But I think we're better than them. Especially with Oladipo out, and he's not supposed to play again until like December, January.
Even if he plays.
I think
we're better.
I think Oladipo's really nice.
Depot's nice, but I think we're better.
Do you see Spider Mitchell's new shoes?
No, I didn't.
They're all like going to be called. They're all going to be called Spider-Man suit names. So
I'm not. Oh, Spider-Man.
So like
suit names.
there's an all black one that's like called like Stealth.
Mad at that.
So like Donovan Mitchell ones
are
Adidas. Yeah, it's called Dawn issue 1. So it's gonna be like the Stealth one, which is the all black one.
I like that. I like that concept. I might get into that. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, let me see what other colorways it comes out.
I might fuck with that. With the Spider-Man colorways?
I don't have much. Why don't I have
I might fuck with that.
Oh, Nike pulled the Independence Day Air Max sneakers called Colin Kaepernick. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick.
Although Kaepernick had nothing to do with it, and people were trying to drag Kaepernick forward. It's just obviously.
He told Nike, like he brought it to Nike's attention. I thought
apparently he didn't like say anything about it.
Oh, unless that came out after. But what last I heard was he brought Nike's attention that look, this might be racist.
I don't know.
Could be wrong, but either way, Nike pulling it, that's good.
Nike pulled it. That's a good thing. You saw people saying they're no longer going to support.
Man.
I just don't get how racism is so obvious. Oh my god, how do people live with themselves? Area 51.
Yo, you down? Let's go.
Fuck no.
Let's go.
With as long as they're taking to plan this petition or plan this visit, what's the point?
Oh, it's all
they're gonna move everything.
It's all a big massive joke. I never thought it was serious.
Obviously it is, but they're gonna move everything anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? Like if you were gonna do it, it would be like
it has to be a surprise.
Petition Wednesday, show up Friday.
Thursday. Yeah. Thursday up to me. I wouldn't wait Friday. Like the internet was fast.
So I mean, they're gonna see a bunch of nothing. I'm sure there's gonna be people there though, and
there's going to be like a good 10 people.
Yeah, whatever.
People that live around there. No one's going too far.
What else did I save or send to myself?
I just sent a screensaver. Sorry. WNBA canceled. Yada yada yada.
See what else is going on here.
Yeah. OVO Fest.
$1,000 for lawn seats.
Although that was
resale.
No, that was the platinum tickets or whatever. It was really like 3 something for lawn seats.
No, I know that. I'm saying resale.
Oh, resale, yeah. But OVO resale is always crazy.
Yeah. But lawn seats. So this is taking place at Budweiser.
Always at Budweiser.
We've been to Budweiser. We saw Ray Shremmerd and Wiz Khalifa there.
Yes.
I saw Kendrick there.
I've seen bare people there. I've been to like 2 OVO or 3 OVO Fest there.
Shows there. You've been to OVO Fest before.
Kid Cudi, I saw there like 10 years ago.
Good venue.
It is.
We love the venue.
Summertime too. It's a really
one
nice
of my favorite venues. I would say it's.
And you can smoke.
And now
back home smoking
legal
there.
Now it's definitely.
Back home smoking legal.
Friendly.
Super legal. They actually had a press release saying, hey, it is now, you can now be in our home.
The guards.
Back home smoking legal.
And do your thing.
You can tell the guards, hey, look, it's my legal stuff. I'm gonna smoke it in the lawn.
So lawn seats are obviously the quote unquote nosebleeds, although they're still enjoyable.
They're for this, but
and they were selling for $300. It's not that big of a venue. I think we saw a 15,000 capacity.
Yeah, something like that.
I think they snuck up on like 15. We thought it was like 7,000.
I thought it was
something.
7. Yeah, but it's more than
it was 15.
It's designed really well though. It's
designed very well. 300 though, man, and then they're reselling for 2
days. Yeah, that was for both days. Saturday and the Sunday and the Monday.
Are you going?
Fuck no! I've seen Drake in concert like 10 times. I can't play these monies anytime.
I'm telling you, I'm trying to go to that Dreamville Fest.
You're serious about that?
Did you see that Nike shit with the LeBron jerseys? How does that happen? I don't even understand what's going on. Nike's like, I'm sorry, y'all are fucking up our production.
Yeah.
Therefore, you're going to continue to wear number 23.
This is what happened. There is a deadline if you want to change your number for the next season, and it's like, but it's March 15, which is during the regular season. So AD's trade was not official by then. So LeBron, of course, didn't tell them like I'm going to change my number because he didn't know if AD was coming yet. So when AD came, Nike was like, "Yo, look, like we already put in your jersey for production for next year because you're LeBron James." And
that tells me a lot about the contract that Nike has with the NBA, because that contract was 2017.
I remember.
Remember Adidas,
Adidas
on the tail end.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me a lot because I recall, and I don't know how long the Adidas deal lasted, but I just recall in my years of basketball fandom, players changing their numbers mid-season.
No, the issue wasn't about the player. The issue was more like it's LeBron. Like they're like, yo, we're mass producing your jersey.
Okay.
Like we have stock on stock of you. You're not like some 6-man off the bench that got traded. You are
Landry Fields.
LeBron's jersey still selling number 2 NBA right now in the offseason. So it's like before you can't just change your number.
So it's more so the player than the rule.
Yeah, it's more sure like they made the rule probably for the top players.
No, of course, but
it's more
so the player than the rule.
Yeah.
Okay, because I haven't really
like
noticed.
if Steph was to do it, they're like, yo, Steph, chill, like you're Steph Curry, like your jersey's selling.
You can't do that. You're SC 30. Don't do that.
Can't be changing to 31 all of a sudden midway through the season. We have like 100,000 jerseys already printed and 2 million already on the press right now.
Word.
So do you see what AD's number is going to be?
3.
I found it 3.
3.
He explained why I didn't listen to why. I don't really care for numbers. Like, numbers are numbers.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't really care. Braun is still wearing 23. I wanted to see number 6 Braun come back. That would have been fun.
He's wearing that samurai thing now. You see that? He posted it.
He's wearing the Wesley Matthews headband.
The one that everyone on Brooklyn wore.
The one that everyone on Sacramento too. The what's the name?
Kung Fu Kenny.
Oh man, the De'Aaron Fox. Shit. That's gonna look weird. Cruz is probably gonna wear it too. But I think I've ran out of random thoughts.
I have nothing else.
Please just do me one favor. Cue that music.
Oh, Nigeria's about to play right now in the semifinals for the African Cup of Nations. Let's go.
That being said, that will bring us to the end. The unfortunate end of another episode of the True North Views Podcast.
TNV for short.
Episode 64. You already know what it is.
64.
Please, we had a lot of shit to talk about this week. Definitely a first take type episode. But we still took long as shit. It'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes, man. But listen, man, we talked about a lot of things. We covered Tyler, ASAP, Tyga, Schoolboy, Jay-Z, Jaz-O, Jay-Z, JD, JD, Black, Ari, Doja Cat, Cardi B, Rapsody, Wayno, ABlackLadySketchShow, Grandmaster Flash, Vladdy Jr., Ed Sheeran, TM88. What the fuck did I listen to again? Krit. I forgot what else. Blood Orange. WNBA in Toronto. Danny Green. D Wade. Chauncey Billups. Melo. Serena Williams. Floyd. Masai. Area 51. Some next random shit. But listen, man, we talked about a lot of motherfucking shit. All that we ask is that you continue that conversation
by
telling a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Tell a friend.
That was a count.
I knew you were going to hold it, but I don't give a fuck. Now, you already know what it is. That is 6 degrees of separation. Now, as usual, I go by the name of Harris.
You know me. I'm the skirt master. Mr. Triple Double, no assist in the NBA Finals to win that championship. Stealing 64 mil as I hop the turnstile at the parade. You already know what it is. JustShola here.
But what turnstile at the parade?
Yeah, I meant the subway to go to the parade. I kind of just...
okay, I'm with you.
I was skipping words.
I'm with you, King. Just got to tell him that number 1 rule then, man.
Watch out for the wastemans.
Watch out for the motherfucking wastemans. Watch out for men in gray. They're dangerous.
Men in gray.
Please stay cool out there, man. It's hot as a motherfucker.
It was hot yesterday.
Global warming is showing its true colors.
It's a little cooler today, though.
It is a little cooler because it had to like downpour of rain where downtown Toronto was flooding just to cool the temperatures down because global warming is wilding out and Mother Nature's mad at us, man. Stay cool out there, man. Stay blessed out there. Take care of the planet.
So it's been a rainy week. So everyone stay warm.
Grow more plants. Eat more organic. Try eating vegan. Have one vegan meal a week or a month.
No, thank you.
Have one vegetarian meal a week. Eat better. Take care of the planet. We're all dying. Do better. Preach more messages.
We're all dying. We're all dying.
We are, man. Listen, anyways, man, stay blessed out there. You already know what it is. It's a True North Views podcast. It's episode 65. Wait, 5?
4.
4.
We just talked. We literally said it like 5 minutes ago.
Literally 64?
Yeah, you said this is episode 64. Yeah,
but I was thinking about it. I was like, is it episode 64?
It's 64.
Anyways, man, it's episode 64. 4. Skitty.
And if you have the Sports Illustrated special commemorative issue with Kalari kissing the trophy in front, let me know because I would like to buy it. Thank you.